Mets are down to their final out. Tyrone Taylor's been up twice in this game, hit 2 bullets, both of which were caught. One by Grisham, one by Schumann. And Taylor gets a first pitch breaking ball, hits it deep down the line toward the pole, and it's out of here! Out of here! Tyrone Taylor ties the game with a 3-run homer. Wow. Fun home run of the year for Taylor, who had nothing to show for 2 hard-hit balls in his first 2 at-bats. Jumps on the first pitch he sees from Bednar and brings the house down with a 3-run game-tying home run. Oh, wow.
Yeah, put the jacket on. That's a big one.
And now Brett Beatty with 2 out and nobody on. And Beatty takes the curveball down for ball 1.
He threw Vientos 2 nasty hooks, and look at this hanger. Right on a tee.
When you snap a pitcher's head back like that, he knew that he got you.
Fielders halfway. McMahon at third, Volpe at first, 1 out. Wells at a comebacker was only a bat in this game. And he goes after the first one, grounds it to Vientos, to second for 1, back to first, double play, side retired. Mark Vientos starts the 3-6-3 double play to get Williams through the top of the 10th. And now the Mets will try to win it in the bottom with Steny in the 3-runner and Ewing set to lead off. 6-6 going to the bottom of the 10th. Inning rally starting with a base hit to left center. And now looking to get the winning run home in the bottom of the 10th, and they're going to keep the 5-man infield. They're going to move Schumann to the right side of second base, and they're going to move the outfielders to left and center. So Bellinger's going to go to left, and Grisham stays in center. Nobody in right on the pull side. And Benge swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. He's just looking to try and pull. Get that ball into the outfield on the right field. Game's over.
All you got to do is play it up the middle, Garrett. Inside out a fly ball.
Semien at third, Torrens at first, and Benge chops one. In comes Schumann. He runs into his own man, and the Mets win the ball game. Carson Benge with his second walk-off RBI in the homestand. The Mets come from 4 runs down to win. They win a game they trailed after 8 for the first time in 2 years. A monumental victory for the Mets as they take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees and finish a 5-1 homestand. The biggest win for the Mets this year as they overcome all sorts of adversity and come from 4 runs down to beat the Yankees. Tyrone Taylor a hero, Devin Williams a hero, and Carson Benge with the walk-off RBI, his second on the homestand.
Well, you called it, Garrett. This is the biggest win of the season for the Mets right here.
You know, some of the adversity was of their own making in a sloppy 6th, and the 5 infielders for the Yankees proved to be 1 too many.
And if Volpe doesn't run into Schumann, does he have a play at the plate?
Would have been close. Would have been close.
They're scoring at a fielder's choice because he certainly could have gotten it out at first, but never threw the ball home. Carson Benge has the game winner. And the Mets have a 5-1 homestand. And all of a sudden, they're only 6 games under 500 and have some momentum behind them as they head to Washington to open a series tomorrow night.
So it's up to Taylor now, up for the 3rd time. Had a hit taken away from him in center by Grisham, and also fly to left. First pitch, breaking ball hit deep to left field. It's down the line. It's hooking. It is a home run! Tie game! Tie game! Tyrone Taylor tucks it just inside the foul pole, down the left field line. It's a 3-run homer. The Mets have tied it down to their last out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. It is 6-6 as Taylor delivers his 3rd home run of the year and one of the biggest swings of this season to this point for the New York Mets.
Remember, Tyrone Taylor absolutely turns into a star when the Mets play the Yankees. That is the 5th home run he has hit in 13 games against the Yankees. And he's not a power hitter at all, but he turns into one against the Bronx Bombers. They are, of course, holding on Volpe at first. Semien is playing almost in line with the first and second base bags. Bichette is back near second base. Big hole between Bichette and Beatty near the bag at third. Here's Wells with 1 out. First pitch. Hit hard to first. Grabbed by Vientos. Spins, throws the second one. Back to first. Double play! And Devin Williams clapping his hands. High fives Mark Vientos. Absolutely colossal. Double play induced by Williams. Vientos to Bichette. Back to first. And the Yankees do not score in the top of the 10th. The Mets will try to walk it off next. We go
line in a hurry.
Remember, the Yankees did not score in the top of the 10th. We are tied at 6 in the bottom of the 10th with 1 out. And now the outfield will realign with a lefty up in Benge. Right field is now wide open. Cody Bellinger just jogged over to left field. You've got him in left, Grisham in center. 3 infielders on the right side, 2 on the left. Winning run at third. Pitch. Benge fouls it into the mitt for strike 1. This is so interesting right here. The way that the Yankees are playing defense and how right there it is for the Mets to simply find grass. Benge has had a hit today. 0-1. Chopper over the mound toward the middle of the infield. Runner coming home. There's no play. Semien scores. Game over. The Maine Mets, one comeback at a time, have won the series. They win this one in 10, 7-6. And the dejected Yankees, who had a 6-3 lead going to the 9th, a chance to win the series, hang their heads off the field in Queens. And the Mets' wet celebration out there of water bottles gathers together in shallow right. This season just got life back into it, a 5-1 Met homestand.
And it was Schumann, remember the guy they brought in from the outfield, who was the infielder by design, who collided with Jazz Chisholm. And neither was able to make a play on the ball. But again, with that entire infield bunched up, it was Schumann, in effect, the 5th infielder who was instrumental in the Yankees not being able to make the play that gave the Mets the win.
Oh, they had it.
Driven deep to left field. If it's fair, it's a tie game. It is gone. A 3-run home run. Taylor has tied the game.
Well, Taylor made a kind of a defensive error earlier in the game, but I guess this picks him up. Again, I think he went to the well a lot here with that curveball, and this one just kind of hung. And the hope was that he hooked it foul, and it stayed fair.
So a blown save by Bednar. And that'll bring up Beatty.
Tried to get a first pitch curveball over for a strike. The problem is in this spot, that particular pitch is dangerous, and he paid the price.
So does Volpe go with Wells at the plate? Wells in need of a big hit. The Yankees are as well. Ground it to first. There's one. On to first, it's a double play. Wells continues to struggle. He is now 2 for his last 23 as he bangs into a 6-3 double play. So the Yankees don't score on the top of the 10th. The Mets turn in the bottom.
Yeah, this one's a read. If you hit hard at a middle infielder, you have the option. But you see, they're going to play. Yeah, they're going to split the difference a little bit here now on the infield.
They will move Schumann to the right side now. Bellinger then goes to left field. Grisham stays in center. All of right field is open for Benge. 0-1.
This is straight play at home. How far they're playing in at this point, where they're positioned. Now they may switch on the count. I don't know, 1 count.
I saw Benge really trying to pull that ball. You know, a lot of times lefties just stay in there, but with Bellinger moving over, right field, it's totally open.
That one's chopped up the middle. Going to be a tough play. They run into each other. Ball game over. Simeon scores, and the Mets come back to win 7-6. And what a gut punch loss for the New York Yankees. 1 out away. And the Taylor home run, and then that ground ball scoring Simeon, and the Yankees lose the series. They lose this game 7-6.
Yeah, there's games throughout the year that you remember that you should have won, and this is definitely one of them. You need to steal one back because this was a game that you thought you had in your holster, and it didn't work out that way.
Yeah, it stings, and there's not as if there's a lot of practice with 5 infielders. So this is something that you could see happening because those guys aren't used to playing so close together like that. They both go for the ball. If one of them came up with it cleanly, probably Schumann had the better angle. If he does, he probably has a play at home.
And the Mets, who have struggled all year, they celebrate this victory in the Subway Series. And again, the Yankees have not won a series at Citi Field since 2018, and they were 1 out away, and they don't win this one.
When you just dissect that game, I mean, there were great plays defensively, offensively to give them the lead. They just could not shut the door.
So the Mets win it in a walk-off in extra innings, 7-6 over the Yanks.
It is 4 out of 5. And Tyrone Taylor, last hope here for the Mets. As Bednar comes set, facing this right-hand hander, and a pitch. Swing on a high fly ball deep down the left field line. Now there's trouble. It is gone! Oh my goodness! Home run, Tyrone Taylor. We got a tie ball game, folks. Goodness gracious. Tyrone Taylor just beat Bednar for a 3-run homer to tie this game up.
Oh, and Dave, that was just a matter of fair or foul. Everyone erupted on the contact, jumping up and down.
His 3rd home run, and a 6-6 tie with 2 outs. So Wells with an opportunity to get something done here. It's a 6-6 ball game, top of the 10th. 1 out, runners at the corners for the Yankees. Wells batting in a 9 spot. You got Grisham, Rice, and Judge to follow him against Devin Williams. See if he goes after the first pitch. He does. Hits it down to first base. Throw to second. Back to first. Double play.
Oh, my.
A 3-6-3 double play rally killer right there. We go bottom 10. 6-6. Yankees and Mets on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep. 1 for 4 with the run scored and was also hit by a pitch. And Benge 1 for 1 against Tim Hill. Now they move the outfielders. They put Bellinger in left, Grisham in center. First pitch, swing and a miss. So Benge got a base hit, an infield hit last night in the 7th inning off of Hill. 0-1 pitch. Here it is, swing, and a comebacker up the middle, and a collision by Volpe and Schumann. And the winning run scores. They both went after the ball. They bumped shoulders. Winning run scores. And the Mets win this game 7-6 and take the Subway Series 2-1. And the Mets celebrate just beyond first base, and a long, slow walk back to the dugout for the Yankees. Well, if you keep a scorecard with heartbreak on it, you can put another one in the category right there, as the Yankees lose 2 out of 3 here to the Mets. 7-6-10. Yankees still winless in extra inning games. They're 0-3, and the Mets go to 5-4 in extra inning games. We got totals coming your way after this timeout on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.